On this week's group chat, we discuss the brands that are nailing their marketing campaigns this year.
If you don't have a Mini Eggs mug in your house,
or the Sports
Direct. Sports Direct. Plus, how Gen Z have a habit for naming absolutely everything. Like that invisible string theory.
Yeah, and then we
Well, there we are labelling it again.
Yeah.
We also reveal the man that all of the LGs are obsessing over. Paul Mescal is having a moment.
He really is.
when is he not? Though?
Yeah, he always is.
And Lola fills us in on the latest TikTok scandal.
He apparently wanted to pay her $12 million to not speak about this because obviously what she's famous for is...
Sorry, but I would take that.
Finally, from the beauty heroes to have on your radar to the restaurants you need to book, we discuss all of our top recs.
Blue mascara, YSL.
Yes, you were wearing that the other night when I
Yeah.
bumped
So
into you
cool.
at
I
Soho.
wear it like 3 times a week now.
It's a jam-packed episode, so enjoy. Welcome back to the LuxGen podcast. Myself, Daisy and Sapna are this week joined by Lola and Elle.
Hi.
Welcome, ladies.
Hello.
How is everyone?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm excited. This is my first podcast in the new set.
I know, buzzing.
Yeah.
I've been watching all the SL ladies do it and I've been eyeing it up.
But gotta say, surely this set is better, right?
I mean, it's the
Yeah.
back, it's
Yeah.
the prints that are the coolest.
Yeah.
But before we get into everything, just a quick disclaimer for people listening. On YouTube, we also film every episode. So make sure you go check out there for any bonus content such as our outfits, which we're going to go through now. Elle, do you want to kick us off?
So I'm wearing Azra kind of like mad buckled biker boots. Hot pants for work, questionable decision, but
Love it.
I thought because I'm wearing high down your tights, it was kind of okay.
And you're on the
Exactly.
podcast.
And
yeah.
I'm on the podcast. And then I think these are from Mango, and then this is from ASOS. This is probably from like Uniqlo or something. And then jewelry is kind of a mix, but my new favourite is from Lovelessly. And then this, my auntie got made for me.
Lovely.
Sam, I want to know where your full red outfit is from
Oh.
today.
So the rugby shirt, which I've got so much makeup on already, is from Life of Ease, which honestly just keeps coming out with some really good drops, don't they? And then jeans are a line, literally live in these. Some socks from Pears, Mango loafers, and all the jewellery. Also, we've got to shout out Jean London because we're going to a really fun dinner with them tonight, aren't we?
Yes, and that is the rings that Sapna and I always wear.
You guys with your
Oh,
knuckle.
yeah.
Yeah,
dusters.
little knuckle dusters. But yeah, Days, where's this from? This is cool.
This
Yeah.
is a bit of fur from Zara. I have another Zara top on, a line jeans which I've lived in this
I love
season.
those jeans.
The
So
sort of
good.
horseshoe style, and then some H&M booties. Lola,
Very
what about
nice.
you?
I've gone brown today, guys. Reformation little matching set.
Love.
Doc Martens.
Oh, it's matching.
They're
I didn't even
Oh, I
see.
love
it.
those.
They're Doc Martens.
Yeah, I saw these on
nice.
TikTok the other day, guys. Burgundy, but it didn't show up like too strong burgundy, so I was like, love those. And also, these docs don't hurt. Just to
That's
Are
so
you sure?
rare for
Really?
loafers.
they actually don't. My other ones took 3 years to break in. These are brand new last week.
How did you break them in?
I went to Charlie XCX and had to pull through.
That was such a risky decision.
Yeah, I know. Just had to carry on.
Jesus, did you bring up like backup plasters?
Yeah, no, carry blister
Yeah.
passes everywhere. I think I've spent more money on blister passes in the last month than I have on lunch. And then my jacket is Anthropology.
Really
Very
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Is that a new purchase? I've not seen that recently.
I stole it from my sister.
Oh, the best
See,
way.
that's why I'd love a sister.
I know.
Basically, we have
do.
work
in this
sisters.
in this office.
Yeah,
do,
we
don't
always like, I
Yeah.
always spot Sapna's jacket, goes,
I saw this thing this morning that my best friend sent me, and I think it's just like it literally epitomizes everything that I'm doing at the moment. It's called the Winter Arc. Have you heard of this?
I've had guys saying that are going into their winter arc.
Oh,
Guys?
yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so
What's this? Yeah, I feel
it's
like
basically like it's quite simple, to be honest. I feel like we honestly put a name for like everything we don't need to, which is actually another topic we're going to talk about later. But it's this thing where you essentially start doing like your new year stuff now. So, you know, like in the new year, everyone's like, got to work out, got to start
Yeah.
doing this, got all these goals, this motivation. But actually, this is a really good time to start doing it. So you actually do it. So it's like as we come into winter, like start nailing all that stuff. So when you go into the new year,
I
you're
do
already
hate the
there.
January spiel
Same,
of
I hate
new
it.
new year, new you.
Yeah, I hate that. But then also same time, Christmas, cozy, in bed,
True.
blankets,
Snack.
Not going to
chocolate.
the gym.
True.
Yeah.
No
M&S
chance.
Christmas munch.
I don't know why, but I kind of am feeling this. You know me, like I don't exercise, I don't do very much. I am a sloth. But I was on holiday and the whole time I was like, I really just want to come back and be like,
But I think that's because you've had a holiday.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's the summer in you.
I think it's because there was like
Everyone's
no
their best
routine,
selves
nothing. Like I was
on
just
a
eating
holiday.
constantly.
No, my clothes are getting baggier. I'm getting colder. Like, I'm going into my bed every night, like, just happy. I'm not at the gym. I do think January, like, that arc should change.
Yeah, it's quite because you finish Christmas, then there's Boxing Day, and then I'm just like sad
Yeah.
And it's
until
dry
February.
Jan as well.
Dry Jan, yeah.
And it's my birthday's in January.
Oh, that's
Is
quite
it?
upsetting.
None of my mates will come out with me because I'm not drinking. I'm like, well, that's good for you, but I want to go to the pub.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say there are so many good non-alcoholic brands these days because I don't drink
That's
that much,
true.
and I've actually had so many nice ones. I can't remember the names of them, which is really not helpful. But
A non-alcoholic gin and tonic.
Yeah.
Sometimes hits just as
That's
much.
what Spencer Matthews' brand did.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
Clinko.
Saying you saw something on TikTok, wow, this morning, and I feel like Lola, you will be all over this. Have you come across rejection therapy?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There was a whole article about this.
Wait, what is it?
Has it made the news?
Yeah, I think it started with an article in the Guardian,
Okay.
maybe, and it's about this journalist or a group of journalists who were really afraid of rejection, and they would go to way to combat this was like immersion therapy by throwing yourself in and just asking people like the strangest requests
To be
and then,
rejected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to be rejected.
To basically to try and desensitize you from that feeling of rejection.
Oh
so,
my
for example,
God.
Sapna, you would hate.
I
I
would
feel like we should
hate
do a
that.
TikTok of this. So it's like going up to someone in the street. Okay, imagine a girl's got a really nice jacket on. She's being like, "Excuse me, do you mind if I try your jacket on?" And she's
Ugh,
obviously
why
going
would
to.
you wanna-
Well,
It's just about being
It's just-
rejected.
If some
Yeah.
rando came up to me on the street and was like, "Can I try your jacket on?" I'd be like, "No."
I think they were trying
Yeah,
to
but you
save
never
it.
know.
That's the point.
And anyway, so people are doing it all over on TikTok, but doing the most hilarious things. So it'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, can my friend and I just sing a song? We're practicing for our choir and we need to build our confidence." And the friend is there like, "What?"
That's funny though. That's like,
Yeah,
who's
like-
gonna say no?
It's like you get someone to film you in the supermarket and you do you mind, I just need to say happy birthday to my mum right now.
And then they're like, "Happy
Happy
birthday."
Yeah, Jake Shane did this. I swear,
Yeah.
I've seen that. Or someone did it with Shawn Mendes.
Yes.
So I can't remember who it is, but it was like someone like a Jake Shane vibe on TikTok, and he was like, "Can you just hold this? I need to just record a video for my mum." And he made it seem quite like wholesome, and then he started doing this weird ass
Yeah.
dance. And Shawn Mendes thought that he wanted a video with him, and he said no. And then he was like, "Oh, you want a video of you?" And then did it.
But I do feel like it's like that thing of doing one thing every day that scares
Yeah,
you.
you love that,
just
don't-
putting.
yeah.
I like that motto. Just putting yourself outside your comfort zone slightly.
Yeah.
But I don't know about asking to try a policeman's helmet on or something.
No.
There was
Oh
one I
my
saw
God.
about going to like a mattress shop and asking to have a nap, and that really made me laugh.
Lola, come on, we have to
I
do
would
this.
do it.
Let's do it on
I
TikTok.
would do it. Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it's
we
got a
should.
series in it,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
It just feels like a more grown-up game of like bet you won't. It's just putting a
Yeah.
name on like
Yeah.
basically betting your friends to do stupid stuff.
I do like the idea of it though.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I mean, you'll be not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
I saw a lady lie on the streets of New York and just like everyone walked past her. That was brave.
Is it a social experiment?
Yeah, no, it's rejection. Be like, get up. And
Yeah.
she'd be like, no, I'm okay.
Okay, so let's move on to our hot list. I mean, literally hot off the press last night, a couple of days before when you guys are listening and watching this. But Domingo was at the Sabrina Carpenter concert. For those who don't know, obviously there was like this whole sketch on SNL when Ariana Grande was on, and it was to the song Espresso, and they did this like bridesmaid, you know when bridesmaids do like a song and a dance?
Yeah.
It was basically like their take on that. It was hilarious, and it was all centered around this guy Domingo, and then the sound was just trending on
But
TikTok.
where's he come from?
He's part of the SNL cast.
Okay.
And like basically the idea of the sketch was the bridesmaids were doing this song, whatever, and it was like singing about this guy they met on the hen do that the bride was like obsessed with basically. So the guy is called Domingo, that whatever. And so the sound was just trending on TikTok, and then before Juno, the song Juno that she does on her concert, she always like arrests someone with her like fuzzy handcuffs.
And is that normally the public?
Yeah, it's usually the public. Sometimes it's been a couple famous people.
I love it when artists do this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Her show's so interactive as well.
Is it?
And also it's like all on the big screen, and then she like does the whole song and dance, and then obviously her position. But anyway, this time it was Domingo, and the crowd literally just went wild for it. Like so good. And also the other day, I think it's because she's in LA, so she's done a few like big things. Christina Aguilera came out. with
Yes,
her.
I saw that.
Amazing.
So
Insane.
cool. And also, not to bring up Taylor Swift, I know I can't, I need to stop. But she also brought out
That
Gracie
took, what,
Abrams.
5 minutes?
I know, guys, I swear, the last episode I didn't speak about her one time. I'm allowed. But she brought out Gracie Abrams to sing their song together, and then they sang Out of the Woods, and people just went
I
crazy.
did see that.
Brands are nailing it this quarter.
They really are.
I feel like from the Burberry campaign to
Jacquemus.
well, let's just talk about Jacquemus.
I
shall we?
mean,
You've been a big fan of
I have.
this,
I feel like we keep sending it on our social account, don't we? But who has seen that they commissioned Bus Auntie?
yes.
I love her.
How good and how iconic and how British.
They always get people like as soon as they blow up, don't
Yeah.
they? Like their whole feed is just trending stuff that's like of the moment. I
People
think
you
it's so
wouldn't
cool.
expect as
Yeah.
well. Like, would you think she's going to be on the middle
Yeah.
of that campaign? No.
So sick. Their cover girl is Alex Consani, who is just like the model of the moment. She is on every campaign. She walked Victoria's Secret.
She's
And the first trans model
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
She's
all over
killing it.
TikTok.
But also what I love about her is her personality, and she's not the,
Yeah.
the super
No,
sort of high-end model that you know.
Yeah, she's silly.
She's
goofy,
silly, she's funny, she shows her
Yeah.
nights out.
Yeah.
I agree.
I love
Like
She's
that.
super
That's
inspiring.
what makes her the model.
Yeah.
And I think that's
exactly.
what targets Gen Z, and that's why we're all so excited by her.
Yeah, I agree.
So true.
So all of the campaign images actually turned to video. Did you see that? They had a still life artist. So basically, did you see her lying down with cucumber all over
Yeah.
her?
Yeah.
That was actually put on. So she was covered in Vaseline
Oh my god.
and cucumber. So there's a video of them all applying it. And
that's sick.
So not only are they campaign images, but they're videos as well.
Like BTS almost vibes.
Nuts.
That's
God,
so
how
cool.
long was she there for?
I know. A long
That
time.
really.
cold.
What is that from? That's from like Sex and the City, isn't it?
Oh,
Where
the
Samantha's
sushi
on the
scene.
thing and the
Yeah.
sushi. Yeah. I was like, where
And
do
she
I
just has to
recognise
lie
that?
there.
Yeah.
I always remember those shoes. You know, the shoes she was wearing, and it was like
yeah.
skeleton fish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I
Did
always
Katy Perry do that as well? in
Did
some
she?
of
Oh
the
yeah, she
videos?
did.
yeah.
Did you see another one? There was, so you know, a lot of people do those TikTok videos where they're lying in a tent and then they unzip the tent and it's like an unbelievable scene outside.
Yes.
Right,
yeah.
so they did that in a Jacquemus store.
So
it was obviously to promote the new UK store, but someone was lying in a tent, they unzip it and then they walk into the like it's the
That's
store.
cool.
That's so
But it was
good.
so like they just think of everything.
They really do. I saw a talk with Simon, who, as in Simon Jacquemus,
Yes.
that he did with, I think, Business of Fashion. It's so interesting. If you guys haven't listened to it, definitely do. But he just kind of speaks about, he literally started with, I think, $1,000 in his bank account, and he spent about 500 of that to just make one jacket. People just saw it and then it just blew up, and so he then had more and more money. But like he basically like begged a seamstress to make that one jacket
Incredible.
for a lot less than it should have
Yeah.
been, and then
He's
just went
so
from there
cool.
and just went viral.
Burberry, they've obviously been nailing it. I saw their Wrapped in Burberry most recent campaign
Yes.
has just come out. But what I loved was the
The tea thing, yes, so cool. They had. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't
No,
seen
I've
it.
not seen
It's
that.
basically like they had like Barry Keoghan, they had
Cole Palmer,
the Queen, not the Queen.
Olivia Colman.
yeah, Olivia Colman.
and they had Cara Delevingne.
Yes,
But
and
the
they all
fact-
made their like
yeah.
perfect cup
British
of tea.
icons.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so British. It's shot on an iPhone, which again was
Yeah.
like stripping it back. You could hear the pigeons in the background. So British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact they use Cole Palmer, there are obviously people that's going to land on For You pages of like Gen Z
Yeah.
guys that potentially wouldn't know what Burberry is or even consume Burberry as a brand. And
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
I just think again, tick.
I think we've spoken about this a bit before, but it is like so interesting and quite empowering, I think, of us being Gen Z, of that like every brand wants to target us. Like
Yeah.
it's quite cool. And it's because we have so much power in terms of like the trends and things like that. So it's
And I think
really
the touch
interesting.
points for Gen Z now, there's so
Yeah.
many touch points, and TikTok's been a huge driver of that.
Yeah.
Also, shot on an iPhone is so cool. It
That
makes
is
it so accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you think you could do that.
Yeah. And also
And did you see the mugs they were drinking from?
Yeah.
Like they were just
Oh,
like
yeah, like
Easter egg
really
mugs.
But that's British culture,
Right?
If you don't have a mini eggs mug in your house
Or the
or
Sports
Sports
Direct.
Direct,
Sports Direct. God, they are iconic British
Yeah.
mugs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Another one, obviously our good friends, Picante, they just did a really cool collab with Bentley.
So cool.
So good. And also it's like so simple of just like taking a bunch of influencers and creatives and like their friends out to the countryside and driving some really sick Bentleys in their really cool collab.
The burgundy Bentley I saw with the jacket. I got the Picante Bentley hat.
Did you?
Yeah.
Lola, I love that.
It arrived, but I'm a bit nervous. It's a bit edgy for me.
Bring it in.
I know. I'm trying to work out. It's kind of very Emily Beanie style. So I'm trying to see
Channel
her
that.
vibe. Yeah.
But again, it's like taking a brand like Bentley, who I think obviously for most of us is very out of our reach and price range and whatever, but making it accessible for a younger audience within like a price range that does work. And that, like,
such an established brand partner with such a
Exactly.
brand at the moment.
yeah.
Really cool.
So cool.
Bay's luggage. Have you
Oh
seen their
yes, Shay
recent
Mitchell's
campaign?
brand.
Yeah. So obviously, and I feel like Lola, you get the whole aesthetic of putting all your things in the airport tray.
Oh, yeah.
Taking the snap. That's the
I've
reason why
done
the
that.
queues are so freaking long in security because all the Gen Zs are taking their photos.
I almost did that when I was traveling. And I was like, no, I can't be doing this. It was not aesthetic.
I have airport anxiety. I've got an airport dad.
Yeah.
I can't
How
be
do
doing
you,
this.
so how do you do
Yeah.
that? Oh, you don't do it?
No, my sister does, but we've got to travel differently now.
Does she do it on the other side, like once she's been through, or does she?
I'm through the other side by then.
How is she making it? Because I was like, oh, maybe I'll do it. But I had my little plastic bag with like my really ugly beauty bits in it.
And
my
they're like, get
bag
your
and-
laptop out your
I
bag,
know.
get your laptop.
Sorry,
Take your shoes off, your belt off.
Yeah, a new thing is take your shoes off and your
Yeah.
belt off. I was like, my jeans are 3 sizes too big. It's the vibe. They're going to fall down.
And then
me,
going
sir.
through security with your little trotters out.
I know the floor.
I think if you haven't got socks on, you shouldn't have to take your shoes
No,
off.
that's not okay.
why do you not have socks on in the
You know, it might have like I don't know.
Yeah, but sometimes they take your like
Sometimes.
hoodie or jumper
Yeah,
off. I
yeah,
just say
yeah.
I've got nothing underneath and they don't know what to say.
That's rejection therapy. Imagine that. Take it off then.
Can I take all my clothes off?
Yeah.
But they,
Sorry, go back to what
they've
you were
just done a
saying.
brilliant campaign. So every single airport tray, they have put an image of their new luggage. So I guess obviously the amount of trays that are going through security. I think there was something like 240,000 passengers go through LAX airport a day.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So the reach is enormous. That's like 80 million people a year.
Mad.
Perfect marketing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is so good.
Genius.
Gladiators 2. Have you seen it, Elle? I feel
No.
like, are you going
not
to see
seen
it?
Yeah, I'm going to go and see it.
But like, I'm a bit worried that it's going to ruin like the first Gladiator. Come on, that is like iconic. That's like movies.
I need to rewatch it, I feel.
Yeah, I did that the other
I watched
day.
it years ago, but I can't watch it.
Like, no, okay. It's one of those movies that I've definitely had on the telly, or like my dad's been watching
Yeah.
it, and I was like, but I've not properly sat down and watched and
it's good.
understood it.
I'm so embarrassed that I'm in the same camp.
Really?
What?
Yeah, actually, it's more embarrassing for you.
Yeah, it's really because this is like
Your
films
thing,
are my
yeah.
thing, but
Exactly.
yeah, no, I've somehow managed to avoid it.
Guys, it's so good. Like,
I know.
Even from like the gruesome stuff, like the CGI is not really there. They don't really show anything. You just hear the like it's good.
But I just feel like, and this is probably like super controversial, but I just don't anymore, like old movies, I can't be bothered to watch movies that just don't pass the Bechdel test anymore. Because it's just like just men.
Yeah.
There's not a single woman.
Yeah.
If they are, and it's like 3 seconds of conversation about another man. Like
Yeah.
I just can't get
Like
engaged in that.
Gladiator's so old and it's literally like so male centered. The whole
I
storyline.
guess
I feel like
historically it probably would have been as well. So almost yeah.
But Paul Mescal is having a moment.
He really is.
when is he not? Though?
Yeah,
I
he
know.
always is.
I saw this really cute interview about this like horse trainer. Because
I saw
did you see this? Because he
Yes.
obviously had to ride a horse in the movie, and she was talking about how like she's trained so much of Hollywood to ride, and like apparently he was like the most amazing
Really?
like person, and like he just like connected with the horse.
Yeah, she said like out of all the people she's
Yeah.
ever worked with,
Really?
he's the best
Really?
person that.
yeah.
Oh, such a green
And she like
flag.
works in Hollywood.
Yeah,
She's-
and also like I feel like animals are very in tune with like people, and
Yeah.
like do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you're a good person,
Well,
they
horse
know you're a
therapy
good
is
person.
a really big thing.
Horse therapy.
Yeah, do you know about
Actually,
this?
yeah. For like people with autism
Yeah,
and Down
with people
syndrome.
with learning
Yeah.
disabilities or like anxiety disorders or stuff. There's something really. I mean, I don't really
Calming.
get- Yeah, something quite calming and like centering about being around animals,
so
specifically like a horse,
majestic.
which is so intelligent and like really in tune with minute kind of body movements or body language or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty scared of horses. But
Are you?
I know.
Yeah.
I would love to just get on a horse and just ride through a
I know.
field.
Should we just do
Looks
that? You can do
amazing.
that in Hyde Park these days. No, you can.
You can do it in Richmond
Hilarious.
Park
But
too.
yeah.
another thing I think that's been, obviously we're talking about Gen Z and targeting this audience, the fact that you can now get such behind the scenes of all these films creates such a buzz, don't you think? Like
Yeah.
I've only seen this through TikTok and all of these all of these channels. Yeah, like you say, him training on the horse, how he was jumping up and getting on the horse, things like that.
And it's the marketing scheme in itself to get us to
so
go
good.
to the cinema.
And everything after the pandemic and how much the film industry struggled, it's such a great way to create a bit of a buzz again, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think this might be one of the kind of last like big build sets as well because everyone's
really?
moving towards obviously AI.
Yeah.
And,
What, so Barbie as well, was that?
Yeah, I mean that was like a big build set, but there was still, I mean, correct me, but I
lot
think there
of-
was a lot of like CGI and whatever. But like, for Gladiator 2, they've built this entire world. So that means that the behind the scenes footage is so good.
Yeah.
I love the idea of like movie sets, like 1 minute you're out in like where all the cameras are. And
Yeah.
the
Oh my God,
next
it must
minute
take
in a
so
whole
much
new
work.
world.
Well, yeah, because we were
Yeah.
talking about Harry Potter and Narnia and stuff last week, and actually that's a similar thing. Like the old films
Yeah.
would have been filmed on set in like New Zealand and Scotland and like places where you can have that landscape. But I bet these new ones are all going to be AI and CGI, which is still quite interesting and quite cool because like the technology and how they can make it so like lifelike and amazing. You know, A Court of Thorns and Roses, that book I keep going on about.
I love that.
I
don't
love
you?
it. But people are basically talking about it on TikTok about, obviously everyone wants it to be made into either a TV series or a movie or whatever. People are like, it's just so detailed, the descriptions and like the worlds. They're like, I think it should be animated. Everyone's saying it should either be animated or like completely like generated, because they just won't be able to apparently capture it
like
with humans.
Avatar level.
Yeah, that's what
To be
everyone's saying
fair,
on
Avatar
TikTok.
is great.
I mean, it is great.
But I think the whole point of that book is that everyone's got their own like world of it. No,
True, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna get slandered either way.
I
like.
know. Well, I saw
Yeah.
this thing of, because obviously there was this photo with Margot Robbie and Sarah J. Maas, who's the writer, and she put this like thing out the other day being like, don't worry guys, I'm gonna save it or something, because apparently they tried to pick it up into something and there was like all these issues with budget and
Oh really?
copyrights and blah blah blah, and she was like, don't worry guys, got this.
Like you'll know.
Yeah. Moving on to a bit of TikTok drama, which I feel like I've been lacking in slightly.
I need some of this,
I
guys.
need a bit of, but I've only seen dribs and drabs. So this is about Brianna Chicken Fry.
Yes.
Who's
Who's
on the-
not actually called Chicken
No,
Fry.
I know, but that's
You need to give me some context.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
she's,
really
you would have seen her. She's on that BFFs podcast. You know, the one
With
with
Dave Portnoy.
Josh Richards.
yeah.
Did you
She's
say
just-
Jake Paul?
No, with Dave Portnoy.
Oh,
but
Dave
he's just
Portnoy.
left.
Has he?
Yeah.
God, this is new drama.
Sorry,
I've not
guys.
even
I think he's gone.
realised.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh my god.
He's just left BFFs.
Oh.
Don't know why.
Right, fill us in, Lola.
Right, so Brianna Chicken Fry, who's not actually Chicken Fry, she was dating a very famous country,
Singer.
Singer.
Zach Bryan.
which is more Steph's world than my
Yeah,
world. I'll
same.
just clarify
He
now.
is a banging singer.
Yeah, one like random Tuesday, he posted on his Instagram, me and Brianna have broken up, and then like it went quiet for a bit. 3 days later, Brianna posted a video basically going, I'm filming this on the day that I've been broken up with, but I didn't know that this was happening. He hasn't contacted me. He's just posted this. I know nothing. He's got my cat.
No.
Yeah, he's got a cat. That's the important part. But it's sort of all gone downhill because he apparently wanted to pay her $12 million to not speak about this, because obviously what she's famous for is...
Sorry, but I would take that.
Yeah.
I would keep my mouth shut.
But she's here for the girls. She's like, no, I'm going to say everything. Because, like,
fair.
she has to, like, keep money. It's his money that she's...
Yeah.
And then
it
she's
should be
going
on-
to have his money, like, and do what with it?
To be fair, she could probably make
Be
a lot
really
more
happy.
selling her story.
Really
Well, she
happy
had a
with
whole
12
house
million
with
pounds.
This is
him.
ringing a few bells now.
Yeah.
So he bought her a house, like, a bit ago to be next to her family. And now, like, should just be in that house alone. Like, she doesn't need the house. So she's selling the house and doesn't need the 12 million. Anywho, he basically was trying to pay her out to not gossip. But her
Whole
is
thing, yeah.
gossiping. And she's here to stay.
Yeah.
She didn't take it. She told us everything. And basically it's coming out that he was possibly the worst boyfriend ever.
Yeah, that's what I've seen on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's quite sad, actually. Like, well, she did a TikTok the other day about, if you post my cat once more, I'm going to expose what you really did.
Oh.
It does terrify me that people turn to social networks to
Yeah. Slander.
just slander their relationships.
I know, imagine being broken up with, but finding out through
Yeah.
Insta stories.
But I do think that's
Happened to me, not in
What?
stories. I need to tell. I was a kid. It was my first ever boyfriend. I was really, obviously it wasn't like a proper boyfriend,
Okay.
but this is
no,
scars
you
me.
still, you know.
Yeah.
I got broken up with. Do you remember Emma San?
Yeah.
Do you remember like the
Bio?
Yeah, I got broken up with in the bio.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Laughing.
Why are you sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing.
yeah. He wrote, and I remember he apologized to me like years after, like when we were like 18.
Oh my
I was
god.
like, it's okay. It's not.
So
okay.
your name got taken out of the bio.
Yeah, my name got taken out of the bio, and
Did
I
it have an
remember
emoji
messaging.
as well?
Yeah, it had like a
The lock.
heart.
Yeah, do you remember when you used to put your friend's initials in your BBM bio as
But
well?
it
Yeah.
would change.
It would change on the
depending who
daily.
your best friend
Yeah,
was.
it got really like.
Why am I third? Not first. Although she has just posted a new boyfriend.
What?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, and people are saying it's too fast. Or not boyfriend, but someone she's seeing. But then she just also said that she was cheated on her whole relationship, so it's not that fast.
This is
Yeah.
the thing that's like you never know what's actually true.
You don't.
But
It's annoying.
I'll still listen.
Count
Yeah.
ourselves lucky, ladies.
Yeah, honestly.
Lola.
Lola.
Lola's now off the market.
She's got a
You literally like whisper the word boyfriend and she goes like tomato red.
I know. I even chat you yesterday asking what you and Bleep got up to at the weekend, and I could tell that you were just like,
Oh, I saw it and I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that at 9 a.m. No, guys, I'm too red now.
No, it's sweet.
It's sweet.
Yeah,
it's
we're
sweet.
happy,
happy for you. I feel like there was like lots of new young girls in the
there were a lot of
office.
single LGs that have been snapped up.
I know.
India.
But it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's
I'm trying to calm down my red cheeks right now.
But speaking of dating,
Yeah.
I saw this really good TikTok. I've sent it to all of you. It's basically this girl was talking about how people, like, it was kind of what we were saying before about like how we have to name everything. So she was saying there's this girl who was talking about being in the office and then like having a crush on her coworker and like wanting to date him, whatever. And all in the comments it was like, oh, that's called like
A convenience crush.
Convenience crush.
Proximities.
Exactly. And she's like, do people not remember that like you literally used to just meet people from being nearby or like in an office
I
working
think
together at
it's
school?
our issue of having to label everything.
Everything needs a
Like,
diagnosis.
Okay, so raw dogging on
I hate that word so
Wait,
much.
raw dogging a flight was basically just what our parents used to have to do.
Yeah.
Just sit on a flight in silence.
With
Yeah.
no like
That's
entertainment.
so true.
But like we've decided to call it raw dogging.
Yeah, like it's a really hard thing, but like it's actually just being off a screen.
We
for
have
10
actually
minutes.
labelled everything,
We
haven't
have.
we?
I kind of love it, but it's
Yeah.
also kind of
trying
just
to think
ridiculous.
of other things.
But it's
Going
all-
for a
it's-
walk, hot girl walk or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh no, someone said that about the like going for a walk without any earphones or like music or anything or podcast. I can't remember what they called it, but it was like a naked walk or something. I don't know. Naked walk. I can't remember.
like that.
It's just a walk.
Yeah, like not everything needs an explanation.
I think it still does though.
Do you?
Yeah, I quite like it.
Well, it's like all of the beauty things. They're like
Oh yeah.
glazed donut, blah blah blah
yeah.
nails.
Blush
and-
blindness.
Yeah.
What else is there?
I think sometimes you can just be a bit simple.
Espresso makeup.
Yeah, like brown eyeliner. Yeah. You can call it
I
that.
think it's our like obsession with trends. Like we're always
Yeah.
on to the next and new thing, and we need to name them and label them and be
Yeah.
like, this is that
Very
era,
true.
this is that era. And like in terms of like referring to ourselves or like other people, like what was it? Convenience crush or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like that, I think that feeds into the fact that we're all so therapized now.
Yeah.
We have to
Yeah.
label everything. We
Yeah.
have to diagnose everyone.
That's so true. But especially with the dating thing, it's honestly because everyone these days, which is not like a criticism, because to be honest, it's probably the easiest way to meet people, but it's all through apps and it's all through like
Yeah,
Tinder, and
yeah.
it's probably this like safer way maybe. But like, it's very rare that you just meet someone out or like
Yeah.
in a place.
Yeah.
I think people just aren't used to it anymore.
I hated the apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was never for me.
Can't
Yeah.
So
say
how
I
did you
managed to escape
how did you
that.
meet your boyfriend?
We met at a music festival.
That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so you.
It's very me.
Did you give each other the eye?
No, so
Trying to imagine it.
he fancied me.
Okay.
Okay.
I was not. I
Set
was playing
scene.
it cool. I was not interested.
Yeah,
I was
what
actually
music festival were you at?
Gotwood.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I was dating somebody else, but it wasn't going very well. And I was like, "Yeah, sorry, I can't give you my number. I've got a boyfriend." And he was like, "Okay."
Very loyal of you.
Yeah, I don't know why. Then I had made friends with his friends. We all followed each other on Instagram. It was like a big group of girls and boys. And then I moved to London, had a housewarming party, invited everyone I met at Gotwood, and he showed up. And yeah, and
It's like that
kind of-
invisible string theory.
Yeah, and then we
Well,
kept-
there we are labeling
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah,
That's a Taylor Swift song,
That's
so
just
that's
when
fine.
you bump into a bloke twice.
twice. Yeah.
Invisible string.
They used to call it.
Thanks,
It's just
Taylor.
mutual friends, I think. Yeah, and then just kept running into him at like different events, and then eventually had like a little bit of a snog on the dance floor, and that was it.
Cute.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, very sweet. Now nearly 5 years in.
How'd you meet?
How did you meet?
Yeah.
him?
I'm gonna go red again.
Oh, no, I know.
Okay, wait, let me just.
He was a few years older at school.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
He was
yeah.
older than me at
Right.
school, so like he had no idea who I was because I was.
Did you have a crush on him?
Well, he left my school, but I was like, I knew who he was, and then my best friend started dating his best friend. Then I just started conveniently turning up a bit more. That's it. I'm going red
So you guys
again.
can double date.
We go on double dates.
Love that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's funny. But sometimes I just end up speaking to my best friend. There's no point of the men being there, let's be honest.
Daisy
So
had
good.
uni.
Yeah, Jack and I met at uni.
That's
Aw.
sweet. Convenience crush. No, I'm
Convenience
joking.
crush. And actually, yeah. Oh, I won't go into that.
No,
no,
go on.
no. But you and Ryan met at work, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Convenience crush.
Convenience crush.
All of us met in real life.
Yeah. Oh, look
That's
at
cool.
that.
We're breaking the
That's
trend here.
nice. We are.
But a lot of my friends have had some mega success stories on the apps.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard a lot
Yeah.
of success stories.
Yeah.
But I think it is always nice when you can meet someone through a friend, or like when someone's like, "Oh, I know this guy," and like be perfect. I think that's really nice. It feels almost old school.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, like
It makes us sound
developing-
about 40, obviously. We're not like,
But like having a crush to like long out a bit more instead of knowing that you like, I don't know, have to like them and wait for their Hinge reply and
I
or
like the
just-
ambiguity and not knowing if someone fancies me or not.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like when you meet someone, like you're trying to gauge like, do
Yeah.
they fancy me? Do I fancy them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like at work would be really fun.
that was like so, because you just like, no one knows, and you're like
Yeah.
DMing each other, and like, yeah. I'm thankful it was my
Slapping each
placement
other.
year and I didn't have to pay too much.
Slapping
Because I was not paying attention to anything I was doing. I was just
No,
staring
but I
at
bet
it
your
all the
outfits
time.
were so good.
Yeah,
'cause
you
come
must
in
have,
it-
like,
it's
looked
like when
so
you had
good.
school and you had a crush and you're like, you conveniently walk past the long way around.
Oh, I always do that.
That
Oh
was
my
they were the
goodness.
fun days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are just interluding this podcast with a nice refreshment. Ellie, thank you.
I really am getting a bit.
Can I try this one?
Bit hit, bit hit.
Apple and elderflower.
This is my favourite.
Oh,
Dankeschön.
thank you. Oh, mango.
So, as some of you may know, we have been working with VitHit. So, thank you, VitHit, for providing us with
I
a
know.
lovely
Yes.
beverage in the middle of our pod.
Gonna do some
I go?
Ready?
ASMR.
Nice.
Oh, that was a good one.
Lean and green. I've not tried this one before. You guys.
Woo!
Woo! Party
Cheers,
time.
cheers.
Cheers.
Lovely.
What's
I love
yours,
that
Days?
for us.
I've got the sparkling pink grapefruit and lime, but I love the watermelon one.
Oh, that's
do.
really
You
good.
always
That
ask
one.
for that
Obsessed
one.
with it. I think it's all gone. That's why there aren't any left.
Before we move on to things we're loving, here's a quick reminder to all of those listening and watching to please subscribe to this podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. It really helps us out.
Okay, should we move on to things we're loving? We're going to break this down. So I want to find out what everyone's one restaurant they're booking this season is, one recipe you're cooking, and one wish list item.
Okay.
Who wants to kick us off? Should we start with restaurants?
Let's start with restaurants. I added one to a recent article that we did on LuxGen, so that's fresh in my mind. But it's called Canteen,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's in Notting Hill, and it just looks like a really cute neighbourhood restaurant. Nice small plates, things like that. I'm sure the lines to get in are like crazy because you can't book, as everything is with TikTok. But
Yeah.
it looks like really good food.
I heard really nice to swing by even for a drink.
Yeah, I love those kind of places that feel like really small neighbourhoody.
Bruno, which is in Hackney. It's a really cool wine bar, but also has like such good small plates and like little nibbles. I love that. Reminds me of like Spanish tapas sort of vibe, but like super. You know, Hackney's just way too cool for me, but like I try my best. Dark lighting, good
that.
wine, good time.
Great.
What about you,
What
Elle?
about you?
I've got a few. Anglo Thai, which, as the name suggests, is like, yeah, English/Thai fusion. Comes by this Australian chef. He's like done bits in Melbourne and Sydney and Gold Coast. So yeah, he's brought it to London, and I really want to go there.
Where
I
is it?
love Thai food. Soho.
Oh, great.
And then the next one is Goodbye Horses, which actually opened up a little while ago, but I still haven't managed to find my way there. And it's like I'm loving these vinyl bars that have been popping up all over London. I'm a big music person, so
Yeah.
like that's like my dream. And it's kind of less pressure than a club
Yeah.
because you can just go have like dinner and then a bit of a biggie, and it's like
that.
not quite like, oh yeah, you have to pay £20 to get
Yeah.
in. Do you know? It's just like you kind of let the night progress gradually.
I love,
love
that.
that.
Yeah.
I want to go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun.
Daisy?
I've had a rec actually from my hairdresser in Notting Hill. Shout out Katie. She said we need to try Trejo's Tacos in Notting Hill. Brand new, apparently really good tacos, affordable. Don't know if they'll make it up to our favourite place.
What's the favourite place?
Taco MX.
Yeah, don't know if it'll be as good as that.
Where's
but
that?
Fulham. £2 Taco Tuesday.
Oh,
Banging. Sometimes
wow.
they have a
Dream.
mariachi band come in, and you can go to the off
yes.
license next door.
I've
and
heard
get
you
a
speak about this
tinny.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's BYOB.
Yeah.
Those
Love
are
that.
so rare in London.
But they also do really good margaritas. If you
Oh, so good. And also, I tried Ria's in Notting Hill the other day.
Oh,
So
nice.
deep dish pizza, I honestly was like, oh, I'm not sure.
What?
Because I
How?
like
Why?
a crispy.
It looks
Yeah.
perfect.
You like a
But no, I
crispy?
prefer a crispy
Fine.
pizza. Anyway, this was unbelievable.
need
It's
to go.
only how I can describe like it was like a lasagna, but it was like focaccia cheese. It had sort of this cheese crust up the side. Like,
Oh my
hot
God,
honey
stop.
pepperami.
Was it a big queue
so
though?
hungry.
No, we booked.
Okay.
No, it was packed. It was a Tuesday night, packed. Really nice Tommy's margarita. The vibes were
Yum.
great. Set up by I think a young couple.
Maybe
Gotta
we need
check
to do
it
an
out.
LG social there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be great.
we should.
Yeah.
Recipe. What's everyone cooking this time of year?
So we've got the Bake Off, She Likes Bake Off. And this is my time to shine.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you a baker?
I'm more of a cook, but I really, really try. And
You
I think, I dabble. I've been trying to bake bread recently, so my
Oh
boyfriend's
yeah, you're
getting
quite.
sick.
If you're baking bread, you're
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I like bake batches and then I like chop them up and give them to my boyfriend to try. I'm like, which one do you think? Do you like it with the cheese? Do you
I
like
think
it
I
with the
wanna be your
rosemary?
boyfriend.
Have you seen that
Oh
guy
my
on
God.
Hercules something, and he bakes sourdough and does like the most mad ingredients in it. So
So
it'll be like a
good.
lasagna sourdough, and he'll put like sheets, paper.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
good. I need that. I really want to do a baked, this is off topic, but like a baked camembert focaccia with the camembert
Oh, I've
baked
seen those.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like
And then you like pull it
red-
apart, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of your recipes for the Bake Off?
Okay, so it is a boozy cherry chocolate torte. So like cherries that have been soaked in like sherry or rum or
Wow.
something,
Yum.
and then like a chocolate torte, which is almost like has kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it,
Like a crumb.
yeah, like a crumb. And then the other one, which is also chocolate, which is chocolate and tahini cookies.
I love those.
It's in
Very
Ottolenghi.
Ottolenghi, yeah.
Yeah, so in
nice.
Ottolenghi's new book, Comfort, and I just sit straight to the dessert section. I was like, and then coffee and walnut cake, which is my all-time favorite cake. So I'm
Really? I don't know if I like.
I don't
coffee
like.
cake.
Well,
really.
yeah.
I think it's
Thank
a,
God she's
it's a
not
mature
judging then.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
It's
a
a
mature taste.
I feel like
It's
it's
a
a
mature
mature taste of
do
cake.
get
Do you
that.
agree?
Well, I don't drink coffee, but like, yeah.
Maybe
Like,
maybe I just
making-
haven't had a good one, Elle. Maybe you are going to
Well,
win me over.
I don't know. I need to make my weekend is set aside for making a bunch
That's
of
so
cakes.
wholesome.
So
Yeah, it's really nice. I just kind of
Lola,
put
you
around
need to
the
come through
kitchen.
for our team
Hi.
on the Bake
Oh,
Off.
really?
Oh, are you?
Oh,
you
we
doing
competing?
it?
Guys,
We're
I'm
doing
gonna-
teams. You know it's teams.
No, but it's one person.
One person from each team.
I'm gonna be so real.
I think we're going to get
I'm-
Emma to. I
yeah.
think Emma's going to rise and shine at this.
Yeah, shout out my mum, but she's the best cook. I don't cook that much. I'm like, to be quite honest, I'm like as easy as you can get. Like, I like those one pan pot, like recipes that you can do.
Yeah,
they're good.
Because it's not too complicated.
Shove it all in.
Shove it all in.
yeah.
Like there's this orzo salmon one that's trending on TikTok that looks so good. I really want to do it. But yeah, I'm not the biggest baker or cook.
Well, I've just got Mob 6 Ingredients.
Oh, I really
the
wanna
new
get that.
book. So good.
Nice.
One up from Jamie and his 5. But I made last night. We made eggy crumpets with charred
Yum.
corn
Yum.
and tomatoes.
Yum.
And goat's cheese. Yeah. So eggy. So you scramble the egg with the goat's cheese.
oh,
Char off the corn with some like blistered cherry tomatoes. Shove it all on a plate. But
That sounds
for like
great.
one of those dinners when you don't have
Just
much
don't
in the
wanna-
cupboard,
Yeah.
literally 6 ingredients. And they also have these zingy chili meatballs.
Oh, yum.
I've
That's a
had
bit of
those.
me. I love a chicken
yeah,
meatball.
Mob is just
Yeah, you need to mob
really
6
want that.
ingredients if you don't want to faff around with too much. So, what are you cooking?
Well, when I don't know what to make and I just want something warming and quick, like 20 minutes, it's always dal. Like, it's just so easy. You literally just have to, like, let it simmer with, like, some spices, and I just love that.
and then you have a bit of bread.
What
of
kind of
bread,
dal?
bit of
Do you do
rice.
like lentils? Do you do chickpea?
Yeah, I do red lentils
Nice.
and then just add all the seasoning afterwards.
That's the
so
best
good.
one.
Best. It's
I'm
so
gonna come.
simple. It's so good for you.
Yeah,
I love it.
it
Just a bit of
is.
turmeric, bit of chili.
Can you bring it in?
Yeah, sure.
Has anyone got a wish list item?
I'm into. Don't drink tea or coffee, guys, but love a hot choc. Have you seen the chubby plate?
Yeah.
The mug, but with a chubby like coaster.
Love that.
It just looks so cute, and like next to your side table, like wholesome.
I'm really getting into trying to take best care of my skin. And I recently had a chemical peel and I've been having facials because I've been struggling with acne. And I really want one of those like steamer bowls that you
Oh,
put your
yeah.
face in. And yeah, you can just do it at home, and apparently like it just like really helps kind of get all the gunk out your pores. So I'm going to invest in one of those. The only thing is like how like if you want to do something, it's like you just have to have your head in the steam. Like you can't do anything else.
No, but it's quite quick.
Is it quick?
Yeah, you do for
I
a
think
minute.
you just sit at your
It's a
desk.
minute.
Yeah,
Oh, I
you
thought
don't-
it was like I don't know, like 20 minutes. Like, what do
No,
you do?
I don't
Just-
think you want to steam for 20 minutes.
No.
You'll look like a
Like in
dumpling
fa-
or something by the end of it. I don't think that's a good idea.
In facials, they're there with like the wand just over your face for like an hour.
But I feel like those are not as close to you, and they're
Yeah,
a bit
that's
more
true.
like, and that's also for like popping your spots, isn't it?
Extractions.
There's a really good one on the gift guide. Just saying.
Is
Spotted
there?
it yesterday.
Nice,
Nice.
plug.
Okay. Yeah, I really want one of those.
I'd love to get a film camera.
That's a very good
That-
idea.
Yeah, I
Nice.
just need to find the best one. So any
Yeah.
reps, please DM me.
Like old
What?
school one.
Yeah.
I think I've been told like you have to go to the proper market.
I
Yeah.
But I think I'll get overwhelmed.
I need
There's
to
so
take
many.
someone with. I've got a friend that's
Good with
knows
that.
everything. I think I just need her.
2 things on my wish list. One, so I've been wearing this like triangle scarf situation from COS like literally every day. So I'd quite like to get another one. I saw someone on TikTok wearing like this really cool brown leather jacket with a red one. Which I just think
Yeah,
is
have you not
so-
got a red one?
No, I feel like
Right.
I should,
Yeah.
right?
You're popping off
I-
red
I
today.
know.
As well.
She says she got it off John Lewis, but it's sold out at the moment, so I'm keeping an eye on that. And then another thing is this little trinket dish. You know that like viral one on the go to that says like I stay out late.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not that one because that's very like not me. There's another one that
She
says
doesn't
I go
say.
home early. That is me, so I'll be getting that one. You know.
Does it actually say
Yeah,
that?
it does.
I love
That's
that for
cute.
you.
That's very
Really
cute.
cute.
I actually went into Oliver Bonus at the weekend, and their new stuff, their
Yeah.
sort of all their gifting stuff, they've updated it. It's so good.
Oliver
There's-
Bonus pops up.
It really
They've got
does.
this print that says "Reading is sexy," and I think it's sort of embroidered. And I was like, I love that.
That's cool.
I'm actually moving flats. I've got to move
yeah.
flats before the end of the year, so I'm in a real like interiors hole at the moment. So
nice.
any recs,
We'll keep you.
yeah.
Oliver
Yeah.
Bonus have actually really like. I got cute little red pumps from there the other day.
Sweet,
Suede
cute.
ones, like I love it.
I want to know what everyone's beauty heroes are at the moment.
Yes,
I feel
I've
like
got a great combo at the
Oh,
moment.
yeah, tell us.
It's the Refi Blur liner. I think I use the shade Opal.
Yeah, so
love
good, I
it
use
with the
that.
Summer Fridays hot cocoa butter balm.
So nice. I love that stuff.
You do love the Blur liner, don't
It's
you?
really
I haven't tried
good.
it yet.
You've got to try it because it's so good, and a little goes a really long way. So I feel like it will last you a year. The lip liner.
Yeah, so good.
What about you guys?
I'm loving the Bioma niacinamide kind of barrier cream because my skin's getting really dry, so that's been helping. And then, blue mascara, YSL.
Yes, you were wearing that the other night when I
Yeah.
bumped
So
into you
cool.
at
I
Soho.
wear it like 3 times a week now, which is quite like all of the weekends. I really want, next on my wish list is a burgundy one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're so hot. They're always sold out though.
Yeah,
I
they're
swear.
always
We were
sold
looking,
out.
weren't we?
Maybelline have a really good
That's the one that's always sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the coverage isn't as good. So what I've learned is like you get like a white
one, I've seen
mascara
that.
and then you put the colour on top
Very
because then
clever.
it stops it kind of looking a bit kind of dark and dull.
That's a
It
good
makes
hack.
it more like vibrant. But yeah, I love blue mascara because it's like minimal effort but maximum impact.
Cool.
Guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like L'Oreal Glotion getting me
It's
through
so
the winter.
So
It's
we worked
so
with
good.
L'Oreal
Yeah.
earlier this year, didn't we? And we tried the product on a few weeks before the campaign, and we were like, "Oh,
Obsessed.
my goodness, why is it
good.
taking this long?"
Right?
Honestly.
Like, I think you guys like gave me one and I like put it on in summer. And I remember Steph going, "What have you done to your makeup? It's the best you've ever done it." And I was like, ever since then I haven't stopped using
So
it.
just explain how to use it.
Okay, so it's like a sheer glow with a slight. Well, you can get the dark one, which is more the summer one, and I've moved to the peerless version, the medium glow. It honestly just makes me look a bit more like I have life in my face.
And
again.
obviously doesn't sort of go as deep as like the tan drops.
Yes.
So it's just perfect for every day.
And I don't wear like foundation, so it's quite a nice base just to look like
Yeah.
a bit shimmery.
also, it has a lot of skincare in it in the formula,
Well, this is the
so it
thing,
actually keeps your
I
skin
often
looking
find
good.
that tan drops and stuff make me break out.
Yeah.
So this is perfect.
Because it doesn't clog up anything.
And isn't it under a tenner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I've put
good.
all my friends on this. I actually love it.
It's
No,
so
I
good.
agree. I
You
think
wear
it's
it all the
brilliant.
time.
Yeah, I do. I really like
That
it.
Beauty Hero.
The Lumine Vitamin C. I don't think that's actually what it's
Yeah,
called,
the
but it's the serum.
Yes.
Honestly, it's changed my skin. Like, I wasn't using a vitamin C serum until like maybe 6 months ago, and I feel like it's transformed my skin.
Okay.
It just makes your skin like smoother. I mean, this is a really bad time to talk about this because I'm literally about
No,
to
your
start my
skin's
period.
looking amazing.
Yeah.
This is like my
Yeah.
spotty time
Glowing.
of the month. But yeah, it just like makes my skin smoother. It fades any like dark marks and things like that, and it's just I love it.
I bet it
It's
looks
really
so
good.
nice with the like once you put makeup on
Yeah.
as well.
And also shout out Lumine CC cream because that
is
is
good
my
stuff.
ride or die.
Yeah, you love
And that again is if you don't want to wear full coverage or you're having a bit of a bad breakouts. If you're having some bad breakouts, just a bit of coverage to conceal anything.
Yeah.
It's the best CC cream I've ever found.
Lumine.
Lumine. Shout
Need
out.
it.
Oh, I've just thought of something I saw the other day, or something I made this morning actually. I'm still having iced coffee, I don't know why, but I've started doing it with chocolate hazelnut milk. So it's like a mocha.
Didn't we do that a few years ago, but with white? What were we using?
Oh yeah, what were we using?
Sapna and I got hooked on.
It was like a white.
No, was it the pumpkin spice milk?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, the Khalifa.
Yeah, the
Farms.
Khalifa pumpkin spice. Having that with your iced coffee.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yum.
They do almond premix iced coffee. Have you had those? Is that the same brand?
Yeah, the same
it
brand.
is,
But they
Khalifa.
do just like a pumpkin spice version
Yes,
of that.
just the milk.
Oh.
Just for the milk that you can
I
pour into
know,
Oh,
coffee.
so it's
it
just
was the
milk.
vanilla milk.
Oh, that's it. Vanilla milk.
It was the
Ooh.
Alpro vanilla.
You can get that in
oat
M&S.
milk. Yes.
Oh, no,
Yes.
it was Oatly.
Oatly
The only
vanilla.
barista. I did a whole video on it.
No, but
Remember?
it was vanilla, not
Yeah, it was Oatly vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
We
so
got hooked on
good.
that.
Charlotte took me out the other day. No, she didn't take me out. We were filming a commercial, but she did take me to Ralph Lauren. We got the chocolate
Oh,
drink.
the iced chocolate.
That she used to tell me.
that?
It's
Oh
like
my
the
God.
viral
It's
Ralph Lauren.
iced chocolate drink, basically. You can't drink the whole
Like a hot
thing.
chocolate but iced.
Yes.
Kind of, but like thicker, like real chocolate bits at the bottom.
Oh yeah,
good.
like a milkshake kind of.
Yeah.
Mm,
No, it's like it is like a
Icy.
liquid.
Yeah.
What's it called? Canoops do a really good iced chocolate as well.
yes.
Yeah, this has made me hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Let's go
my
get
God.
lunch.
Well, thanks for a fabulous podcast, lady.
Thanks for having
I'll
us.
see you in a few weeks.
Bye.